Hey guys, welcome to week 24. We are going to be talking about taking notes from a video for this week's ConnexU launch. I know when most of you probably see one of those videos appear in your course, some of you probably skip right past it, but others probably just watch and you're just kind of passively watching and you're just kind of like Homer Simpson here, just kind of seeing what happens on the screen. But when you really need to be actively watching a video. So that's why it's very, very important, especially in cyber school, when a big part of cyber school instruction and your interaction with your teachers is done through these kind of videos like we're doing right now. So it's important to be active listeners when you're watching these videos. And to do that, you want to make sure that you have a notebook. Virtual school is kind of like a flipped classroom. Basically, you watch videos on your own in order to learn the content at your own pace. But the nice thing with doing videos is that it allows you to pause the video and learn at your own pace. So I'm sure some of you remember being in a brick and mortar classroom and your teacher's just up front lecturing and going on and on at a pace. He's talking too fast that you can't even understand. You couldn't possibly write down all he's saying. And then you get to the point you're kind of frustrated. You might just put your pencil down and even quit taking notes, or you feel confused but you're too embarrassed to say that you need him to repeat something. What a flipped classroom does is what you're doing at home right now. You get to do this all on your own. Whenever you are trying to take notes, you have the ability to pause the lecture and actually write down what you think is important and then play it when you're ready. So make sure you're writing it down. These are just kind of some information about writing it down and the importance of actually writing physical notes. In 2014, the Association of Psychological Science reported that students who physically took notes were more likely to remember things when compared to those who took notes on a laptop. I know it's difficult because we give you the Chromebook and then you have everything there for you, but I can assure you that your grades would improve if you guys took a couple weeks even and just got a notebook, pencil and paper, and went old school and actually wrote things down. So the science is there that you will learn it and remember it better if you write it down rather than typing notes. Also, writing something out is the memory equivalent of reading it 7 times. So if you're looking to try to remember something more quickly, write it down. This is kind of just a video note-taking template. So something that you should be, if you have a notebook, you want to kind of draw out a little grid like this. You want to make sure that you write down the title of the video. And it wouldn't hurt to write down the URL so that you could get back to it as well. You want to write down main ideas, key terms, examples, and then also make sure you write down the time in the video that the ideas were presented. And what I mean by that is, say something really important happened at this point in the video, you would pause it, and then you look at this little box here and you see, okay, 4 seconds in. So you would put that 0:04, and that means 4 seconds. So that if you wanted to refer back to that video at a later date, you know exactly where to go to hear that information again. This is just a sample video. We're not actually going to watch the whole thing. This is just something that as you're going through, some things you want to pay attention to. Anytime that text is kind of presented and they actually put a word up or a phrase or show you a picture that wasn't there before. So this apple, you might want to take a note about that, how it turned brown. So maybe that would be a note that you would take. You'd be looking for keywords like enzymes. That would be a definition that you could write down, like a key term. You could write down this term. So really, if the creator of the video finds it important enough to emphasize by bringing up the vocabulary, it's probably something that you will see again. So I also want to show you guys, I know some of you get a little tired of watching videos, but unfortunately that is kind of cyber school and how it goes. But say you guys get sick of watching all these videos, just make sure if you want to speed it up a little, you're capable of listening to and comprehending faster than somebody can actually talk. So you could just speed it up, go to settings, speed, get it off of normal. And I like to pick 1.5 because it's not too fast. Now I do have the volume off right now so you can't tell, but this will then cut the video time in half. So I do recommend that, especially for videos that might be 10 or 20 minutes or something and you want to cut them in half. All right, your reflection question for this week. Do you think taking notes during videos could help raise your grades? How? Okay, so in a private comment, go onto Google Classroom and answer that question there. All right, see you later, guys.